Alright, so last week, obviously, a lot of people were hitting me up, where's the One Piece 666 review, and it wasn't like, a lot of people were like, oh, it must be because of the demonic nature that he skipped out on it. No, it's obviously, first of all, that I've been moving a lot, and I just had my hands full, and also I was just doing a ton of other things, so I skipped out on it, and at the end of the day, it's the One Piece anime, here and there, missing it is not going to be too big of a deal. So last week, in a sense, we just mainly got the Hakuba stuff, little couple things here or there, and I guess the best thing that it did is finish that block with Rebecca. So yeah, it was cool, but I'm kind of glad I didn't review it because, again, it wasn't too much going on in that episode. This week, we got a little bit of epicness, though. Let's go. So we got Big Titty Rebecca heading towards the finals, and to see Sabo kind of interacting with her and what he said, it kind of made me wonder a little bit about the Revolutionary Army, because he basically is like, oh, I know your past, I know what happened with you, and don't worry, it's going to get messy, but I'm not going to do you wrong. So it's making me wonder, if he knows all of her backstory and he's kind of setting this up, did they tell him in the short amount of time, like, all about Rebecca's past? Or could it be something further? Could the Revolutionary Army's reason for being here be that they were trying to be heroes? Or is there something further? It makes you wonder, why are the Revolutionary Army here, including Sabo? Obviously, his brother is here, but it's not like he's been trying to help Luffy anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, look, he never went to go save him when he was, trying to rescue Ace. So it's making you wonder, what is he exactly here for, other than the fact that, yeah, his brother is here? Could it be something to do with Rebecca and just the Revolutionary Army being good guys? A lot of jokes with Frankie and Senor Pink, for the most part, comical stuff. Some of it was a little bit, kind of slow, but I ain't gonna lie, Senor Pink, he is just like a boss-ass pimp motherfucker. I mean, like, the dude just starts brushing his fucking teeth with, like, some shoe shiner or some shit. I'm like, this dude is fucking crazy, and the bitch is just like, oh, he's so hard-boiled. I'm like, really? Like, and I mean, dude is like, oh no, my devil fruit ability is for me to enjoy swimming. It's not about anything. So I was like, god damn, this guy's crazy, but their fight got interrupted. So overall, it was some funny stuff, some cool stuff, but we got like a vice admiral there, so it's kind of, I guess, a good setup in that aspect. And one of the good things as well is that this episode had a couple different things going on and a little bit of progression in each of them, so it wasn't just standing still. Unlike the animation, though, because the art looked pretty good, especially some scenes where, like, you see Sabo walking or whatever, but the animation was, for the most part, like, I want to say 60 to 70% still frames, and then just like some mouth flaps. So yeah, the animation was pretty like still, but the art looked good. But hands down, the person that stole this episode was Fujitora. The fucking declarations that he made, first of all, shows he's not like the other admirals. A lot of the other admirals, even if they had their own sense of justice, they ultimately went about it a different way. Fujitora is talking about abolishing the warlord system, and he even referenced Crocodile. I believe he was referencing Crocodile. Forgive me if I'm mistaken when he said a pirate tried to rule a kingdom and failed, but imagine if he did, it would have been shady, and kind of cool nod to Crocodile. But again, like I always say, Crocodile failed what Doflamingo succeeded at, and that's conquering this motherfucking country. And then that clash with Doflamingo, I was like, yo, Fujitora is quickly impressing and quickly coming up as a fucking beast-ass Marine, a beast-ass Admiral. Is like, yeah, these are the motherfuckers that we need to come in here and set shit right. And like, that clash with Doflamingo and the declarations he was making, which kind of makes me wonder, if it did go down like that, let's just say he did get rid of the warlord system, and what Doflamingo was saying, like, we still have the 3 admirals and we still have the 4 Yonko, where is that all going to lead to if you get rid of this system? So it's kind of making me wonder, if there were no warlords, would the Yonko go more crazy? Would the Marines not be able to stop? Like, it makes you kind of wonder what would happen if ultimately that system was abolished. And then the end of the episode set up for the finals of the tournament. We got Sabo there walking like a beast, ready to go in, and I believe Diamante is going to be in there, Rebecca. So we have some cool names. Hopefully they don't stretch this one out as long as all the other fights have been in the Coliseum. And oh my gosh, I can imagine there's a certain point that they're going to stretch the shit out of it. I'm not talking about the tournament. I'm talking about some other stuff to do with previous contestants of the tournament. But as a whole, this episode, ultimately, it started off a bit slow, and there were some bits where I was like, yeah. But then after a while, it started getting good. And I felt like it was a good episode for the most part. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think Fujitora really brought it home with a lot of things he was saying about wanting to change the system, change the world. You could definitely see that he's not down with the same ideals. And it kind of makes me wonder why Akainu, because, Akainu would ideally pick someone that's more like him. So the fact that he picked him to be the new admiral, it makes me wonder why. Like, it seems as though they have clashing ideals where Akai, is pretty much set with, like, gotta follow the rules, we do it like this. Although, I could see Akai, being one that is against the warlord system because he's just really about sense of justice and fuck pirates. So, yeah, again, overall good episode. Let me know what you thought of everything in this episode, though. Him kind of referencing Crocodile, the finals being set up. And again, I didn't do last week's episode. I was busy, and also afterward, I kind of had a good time. And, not only Senor Pink likes to go out and get the bitches, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.